But last time, the Bat Lords found themselves trying to convince Captain Stonehelm that they did not, in fact, kill the Magus. Seemingly unfazed by the news of the Magus' death, he did offer the party a quest for diplomatic diplomacy with the Yara Kingdom. Surprisingly enough, y'all accepted the quest and were given a letter of introduction to Na. You then departed to find where David had tied up Seraphina Nightshade and began the interrogation. After a short discussion where there was little learned, the deal was struck between Zephyr and Seraphina for David's life. Y'all departed once again, heading south to Jornavik, making your stop at Jornavik on your way to the Yara Kingdom. Here you found a warm welcome as you returned to David's homeland. And in his absence, a discussion was held about David's father and the high expectations that David has for him. And we'll pick up here with you, David.
I assume probably about 3 hours later after the party, we'll come back to the house, floating, laying on my back. The door opens automatically using my unseen servant, and I literally float in to the nearest. What's that thing that you see in like? It's like a half couch kind of thing. A doily.
What's he?
Yeah, one of those. I just gently float and drop on it. Clutched in my arms is a book. And in my hair, a daisy. I'm just staring off into space.
What time is it at the point that you were sharing?
Probably what? Around 8 o'clock?
Yeah, you would have left out just before dinner was being prepared, so.
Where have you been, young man?
Daisies are beautiful. Don't you think? Flowers are beautiful. Everything's beautiful. People are beautiful.
Right. Ian, I just realized Zephyr doesn't kill, so he doesn't have a need for that second knuckle duster. So if whoever has the other one, if he wants, he can take the Zephyr's one as well.
Okay. I will take it.
Thanks. Sorry.
Alright.
Sorry, David.
They're fine.
I mean, yes, daisies, flowers are beautiful. Everything's beautiful in a perspective.
Aldrich, I like hop up and grab your face. You're beautiful too, man. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise.
You're not my wife. 1. 2. What? You're acting strange. Zephyr, he never liked this, right?
Well, not really. I mean, he tends to be like this every once in a blue moon. You get used to it.
I slam into you, Zephyr, just giving you a big hug. My best buddy. You're beautiful too, man. I don't care what kind of shady shit you did before. It's gonna be all good.
Zephyr's just gonna smile. Yes, I know, buddy. And then he's gonna around 2 centimeters or roughly 1 inch below your last rib, there's a very sensitive spot that you look, it hurts, but also makes you laugh like a nut. If you do it right. You're not gonna poke David. Let me go, too close, too touchy.
I'm gonna let you go and fall back once again. Instead of hitting the ground, I just sort of float into the kitchen.
So, does anybody know why he's smoking?
I don't know. David, did you have the orcs and the elves?
I'm just sitting there drawing hearts in the air. Orcs and elves? I don't know anything about orcs and elves.
Did you encounter your ex?
My ex?
Yep, he probably encountered her again.
Dinar's just since he's like literally floating, I'm just waving my hand below where his feet, between his feet and the floor. How is he doing that?
Can I Arcana check if he's like charmed?
You certainly can.
Can I insight if he is okay mentally?
20?
20.
I am not charmed.
Not charmed.
Not charmed. Not magically charmed.
Yeah.
He's not magically charmed. That's for sure.
I'm gonna insight how he's feeling. And I'm gonna give myself a guidance on it. So I think that's the. Yep, I do have that. So, yeah, I'm giving myself guidance on this check. Also a 20.
Alright. Easily enough. David, how are you?
Fantastic. I have the glow about me, like a lover who's deep in the aura of their significant other.
Did you wet your lower whistle today?
You know, I've never used a whistle before, and that's bad because I'm a trained musician. Anyways, Viola, do we have any more fair club?
I'm gonna prepare his medicine. Great, I'm gonna get him his highest fucking pound. Yeah, I'm gonna have to roll to make some potions. And I'm guessing what I need to roll to make him something to calm down before he scares everyone to hell and back.
Aldrich,
Yes.
you know his father, and have some familiarity with the maid. Did he have a shame? Did he have like a shame thing, like where he would feel shame if I were to just blurt out something very bluntly?
I don't know. I don't think it's a good idea. I frankly, I don't know the maid well. It's the first time here. I've never seen his father act this way, I'm pretty sure. I don't recall. No, maybe when he sees his wife, but that's about it.
I'm gonna just rush back up to Aldrich, this time like hopping, hoping he catches me in his arms. Please catch me in your arms.
Watch out!
I'll attempt.
By the way.
Aldrich, I'm like poking you in the chest.
Yes.
You knew my father. Did you happen to know my mother?
Oh, one more time, son. What was it? You whispered?
Did you happen to know my mother?
I don't know your mother. I've never met her. I've only heard stories of her, but even at that, very little. My father didn't talk about her much.
That's unfortunate. I wonder if they had love. And then I float back out of your arm.
I'm
David?
sure they did.
David?
Si, senor.
Did you have sex?
I would never soil myself. Only after marriage will I
David,
desecrate my body.
Insight check? I want to see if he's lying.
A 10?
15.
You feel pretty confident that that's the truth. Something tells you that I am very inexperienced.
Shana, I asked about the orcs and elves earlier. I tried to phrase it better.
yeah,
My
Yeah,
experience
Apple-
with David is he's not subtle. Like, he can be very poetic with his language, but I don't know if he understands subtlety enough. And in a state like this, I doubt he would get it. Got to appeal to the lowest common denominator sometimes.
David, Psalms Jr. I placed my hand on your shoulder. Where did you go?
Only to a fair maiden's home.
Whom is this fair maiden? I'm not trying to replace your father. I'm not trying to act like your father, but my fatherly instincts are coming out.
Only the sweetest, most delicate flower in all of Yornavik.
What's the maid's name again? Sorry. Lenora? Lenora?
Yeah.
Okay. Lenora, David's acting strange. Do you know anything about this?
That foolish boy. I don't know what exactly his problem is this time, but I like it. I hope he kind of maintains this giddy attitude. I'm so sad, shame to see him sulk now and then. Just wallow away.
Viola, quit playing coy with me. You know of the girl I talk about. Fair Cassandra Workman. In yonder window, hair blowing in the breeze. Now start spitting off Romeo and Juliet-esque poetry in the kitchen while eating a bear claw.
there is a very strange scent coming from outside, but there is bubbling of alchemy.
Now, with this rejuvenated energy of mine and my newfound friends, we'll surely defeat the evil powers that bring darkness to this land. The Batlords will triumph.
I'm sure we will.
Okay. Did this Cassandra Workman also give you something?
Yes. The flower you see in my hair. This book. She herself is also a purveyor of ancient lore. We share so much in common. Alas, I don't know if she shares her feelings. Maybe once I defeat this vile, evil cretin. Once I defeat this vile, evil cretin, she'll finally recognize me.
Whom is this vile creature? Is it a boyfriend?
Boyfriend. I like immediately. I was hovering. I just fall to the ground. Who is this bastard? Point him out. I swear to God, like throw a plate across the room.
David, son, you surely haven't considered that she doesn't have anyone else in her life?
You know, guys, I never stopped thinking that. But no fear. Our heroics will swing her. But
Yeah.
listen,
But
we need to rest.
David, question:
See, senor.
if your heroics were able to spoon her while she was with someone else, would you not then worry that she would fall for someone else after dating with heroic deed, leaving you?
Why are y'all trying to hate on my groove, man? Like,
Son,
the girls
Son.
are after the heroes. I mean, look at that. Me, siblings. Come on.
Oh God, you have siblings.
Wait. Did you say that he has siblings?
Yes, I've got 3 siblings. Twin brothers, and then my sister.
Are you a twin?
No.
There's a duplicate of you. There are 3 more.
Yes, there is.
Zephyr just disappeared, and if anybody decides to look him up, he's somewhere in the corner hanging his knees and rocking back and forth while mumbling in 4 different languages.
Yeah.
Are you the eldest or the youngest?
Oh, I'm the youngest, and then there's the 2 middle, the twins, Exius and Augustus. They're fancy wizards, and then there's Tish. She's half orc, and she's big and she's strong.
That's
How did you not
different.
know that? I thought you knew my father.
I knew that.
I did not. Hello, the Dragonborn.
My bad.
All this entire time.
Look, love, it clouds the mind. I got confused. But yeah, I've got siblings now. They don't have, the gravitas of yours truly. But they're actually pretty amazing on their own right. Maybe one day we'll meet them.
Now, David, I don't want to hurt you, but heroism doesn't win people. You have to show them compassion, understanding, and all of that. Come here. And in my bag, I unzip a pocket, and I'm gonna post this in our chat. Look at this. This is my family, and that's my wife. I want her through compassion and understanding. That's how you get someone, not through heroism.
Look, bro, you know me. I'm like full of compassion and that other thing that you just named off. I've got a plan. Okay, I got a plan. She's gonna fall for me. Promise you.
Have you talked to her?
Yeah, every time I roll through your thing, I stop and I see it. We were childhood friends, since I can remember.
Well,
You
I'm.
said were. Why is it were?
Well, we're not in childhood anymore, I assume. I mean, I'm gonna go. I'm a man. What are you?
Well,
His voice as he says it.
do whatever you think is right. I'm not your father. I'm not going to act like your father. I think it's time to finish up dinner and perhaps go to bed.
Okay, can I insight Aldrich right now? Because he's doing a lot of fatherly things.
Go for it.
Are you trying to be his father?
Not intentionally, but because I have a daughter, I'm accidentally letting the father in me slip out.
Okay.
That's fair.
Aldrich, bro, look, I'm gonna give you a big hug. Don't worry, bro. I know you're doing the best for me. All of you are doing the best for me. We're gonna do the best. And every once in a while, I'll come up with some crazy scheme. Don't worry about it. Shinar, don't be saying anything. I hear you over there.
I'm keeping my mouth shut.
I'm watching you, buddy. Always
We went to the
watching.
store.
Back out slowly, back out of the kitchen. Always watching.
What?
Who's up for some dice?
You know what? That sounds.
And then I rush back into the kitchen. Did you say dice?
No, we said ice.
David, come over here. I need help in the lab.
Not now, Zephyr. Not now. We're discussing dice. It just so happens
No.
that
We are discussing ice. The cold object that melts into water that you put into drink sometimes.
but we
Or
could,
use storage.
we could talk about dice. You want to play some dice? I got some right here. I'll pull out some dice. I'll let you roll first.
Sure, why not? What dice do you want me to roll? D20?
These dice right here in my hand.
No,
Put in your hand.
they're D6s.
Two, three.
We'll
Remember.
play sevens or whatever game you want to play. I don't care.
You don't care.
Oh yeah, I'll gamble on anything.
Let's roll 5.
5.
Are we trying to roll a 5? Or roll 5 dice?
5 dice.
No, I'll
Wait.
join you on this.
I think there was only 3 of those. The dice that I handed you.
Is it 3 or 2? I thought it was 2.
Was it 2? Yeah, it was 2.
Might be actually 3 or 2. I can't remember how dice actually work in D&D.
No.
Dice are
The
dice.
number of die he has.
Yeah.
Oh.
Regardless, he rolled them.
All right. What did you roll?
I rolled 18.
Okay, but you rolled
Uh,
1, 2, 3. You rolled it 5 times, pretty much. Roll me 1d6.
5.
Okay.
Alright. I'll join in on this.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Sorry.
Things are happening.
Oh, sorry.
Roll me a d100.
D100. Oh boy.
Zephyr, run!
81.
Okay.
Zephyr is somewhere outside.
You roll the dice, and you roll them again. Oh, I'm sorry. You roll the dice. You're rolling 5 dice at a time. I'm not sure where you got the other 3, but you rolled 5 dice.
Pretty sure I have dice in, like, probably
Then,
1.
I figured. Just so happens, one of the ones that David handed you begins to glow.
Oh, sure.
And in that moment, you become this. Now, you don't know this, but everybody else around you has no longer sees you.
Oh shit!
They no longer hear you.
Damn it.
Whoa! This has never happened.
Aldrich?
Hello?
Aldrich? Where'd you go?
I'm just gonna sweep up my dice, and then
I will.
quickly get out of the kitchen.
So they can't hear me right now.
randomly,
They
I'm
can't.
gonna randomly slap the air, trying to feel if he's gone anywhere.
Okay, roll. Make an attack roll at disadvantage.
Okay. So, disadvantage.
You don't hit him. You don't feel him. Where did he go? And
Where'd it go? Damn it!
to you, everybody else is just freaking out. David just grabbed a couple of dice and took off. And you're confused why, but after a minute, you see like this shimmer around you. And you're back. Everybody can see you.
David, what did you do?
I'm like halfway up the stairs in the main foyer. It's like, I played dice. Or you played dice.
Those aren't normal dice.
Correctamundo.
You know
What
what?
if that killed me?
They're fine.
Eh,
I mean, we don't know what's on the table.
these are invisible. What's worse that can happen?
Honestly, that would be handy in some situations, especially with my expertise, but it seems too random to look.
It actually has proven very very useful so far this campaign for them.
Oh. So, actually, what can this dice do that you've been just letting us play with?
Oh, you're talking to me?
David?
You
What are
talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
I don't really know what they're capable of, but they do funny things when they get people to roll them. That's what.
You know what? I'm gonna try it. Hand it over.
Just a look of pure, just insane glee comes over my face, and I just run back up to you and gently place them into your hand.
I'm holding it between two claws. And then I roll.
I'm gonna back away into a corner.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay. D6.
Yep. Alright. Are you just
Another
rolling
5.
one of them, or you can roll both of them?
Oh, I'll roll the other one too. A 5 and a 2.
Nothing happens. Just roll the 5 and the 2.
That is equally as interesting as him disappearing. One time we turned these dude's hair blue. That's kind of disappointing, honestly.
Well, you don't know if it happened. If that didn't happen to me, I am already blue.
Roll it again.
I roll them.
Okay.
A 1 and a 2.
Roll a d1 on the tray.
A 12.
Okay. Let me see. Consult the table here.
Okay, this is where I die.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Don't worry, you're not gonna die yet.
Roll a d12.
9.
A 9. Okay. Make a wisdom save. Anybody within 10 feet of you is also making this save.
Fuck! I've taken this too far.
Okay, so 16.
A 16. I'm gonna roll for the dice to see what our DC is here. 'Cause it didn't give me one. Okay.
Oh,
David!
Okay. So Shinar and
Aldrich.
yeah, I was about to say you can't do that, but it's with your name. Alright. Y'all notice it and back up just in time. But David, you're too busy looking at the dice glow to realize that this wave just erupted from it. It more like a ripple in the air. As it hits you, you're stunned, but you don't notice it. To you, nothing has happened. But for the next minute, Shinar and God damn it, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me, don't tell me. I'm gonna look. Aldrich, thank you. Gotta let me. Shinar and Aldrich, y'all see David just frozen in time. Even the way his hair is currently sitting is just completely frozen.
Fascinating. I kind of want to test something, but I feel like it would be cruel if I did.
I can do it.
Give him a soft punch in the side. I want to see if it affects him after he's unfrozen.
Okay, I will give him a soft punch to the gut.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the attack with advantage. Or, for this case, you just roll the d4.
Okay.
Or the damage die, whatever your damage die is.
Yeah, my damage die is I have the unarmed fast out. Oh, shit. I'm gonna hold my sword so it doesn't use a d8 instead of a d6.
Try to kill him?
Off with the
He only takes 1 plus 5 and what? Okay, I do not fire on the knuckle dusters, but so it's 6 damage.
Okay. So you hit him. You punch. And where you're used to feeling that skin and flesh give, it is like hitting a solid wall. No give whatsoever. In fact, it kind of hurts your hand to do so. But after a minute, David, you were seeing the dice flash. The flash goes away, and you just feel this pain in your side.
I have stepped away during that after I punched him, so he has no idea it was me.
There was an effect, but that's pretty fucking lame. It just felt like a fucking large dragon punched me in the stomach. I don't know how to explain it.
That is
Well,
interesting.
I think I'm kind of done with these. I'm gonna pick them up and put them in my pocket. Enough experimenting for the nightcast. These little boys, they need.
Yes, I think we should go to bed.
A second.
That would be a good idea. And I will yell to the outside. Zephyr, we're going to bed.
Be there in a minute. Just need to finish this bat. DM.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do I need to roll for alchemy, or would you take the 17 I rolled for the second previous?
I'll take the 17.
17. Okay. But coming with that group, 1 or 2.
With a 17, you'll get 2.
Okay.
Okay, so I just have a question regarding the magical knuckle dusters. The runic knuckle dusters. Those provide a +2 to damage. That's it, right?
You can go over there?
Or is it a +1, or I'm blanking? Alright.
I'm sorry, what was your question?
The runic knuckle dusters. What is the effect they have?
Let me go back and look. It's a good question. And now I've got to find it again.
Yeah.
When I find them, I'll let you know.
Okay. Because the thing I currently have is that the +2 to damage. I'm not sure that was. Because I just added that to my damage.
For now, we'll go with that because don't know where I had them written down. It's a little disappointing.
Yeah, it was just +2 the damage, not the whole thing. So,
No, that ain't it. My apologies. I'm still trying to get a little organized. Yes. Yes. That's all they were.
okay.
Alright. So, y'all find yourselves resting for the night. I assume nobody's staying watch as we're just keeping it
Yeah.
in David's house.
Yeah, I would assume we're safe. Never assume, but
Mostly safe.
Just saying.
Unless.
Alright. Well, night comes through the snores of David. So does the morning.
How loudly is David snoring?
You are awoken with the smell of fresh baked bread and honey. You can hear as a horse rides away, pulling the cart. The sun just over the horizon.
Of course, I'm going to wake up first and then just run, banging on everybody's doors. Breakfast, 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 breakfast.
David, I have something for you.
Yes, Zephyr.
If you can just give David a small vial, containing a rather murky looking liquid. This is a healing potion. Do not hesitate to drink it if you're hurt.
Does it go good on bread?
David, that's a healing potion. You know, when you're in the middle of a fight and get hurt.
Oh, yeah, no, I get that. Does it go good with bread?
You would wait for a few seconds and take a sip.
Okay.
Have you ever smelled agora?
Formaldehyde?
I don't know how to describe it. Essentially fermented fish.
I love fermented fish.
so fish sauce.
It has that smell, like rotten fermented fish.
Fantastic. I'll take some bread with us.
David, that
Thank you, Zephyr. And then I'm just going to run downstairs.
he's gonna drink it. Drink it with breakfast.
I honestly want to see his reaction to that.
I mean, it tastes like shit.
It's weird, and you guys will probably see for first time Aldrich with his man button down, but he's kind of like, after eating, he's gonna put it up.
No. Yeah, go downstairs and it's not
people downstairs.
it's not a very big spread, but no. Just go upstairs. Sorry about that. What? What? What?
If you gotta pee, then go pee, Arya. We're gonna pause the movie.
Alright, I'm back. Maybe for real this time. Lona greets you as you all come downstairs. Well, I assume you're going to dine and dash. It's okay. The company was nice while there was some.
We thank you.
Even if David is gonna make a terrible mistake and try to drink a potion I made for him so he can kill himself if injured as part of a breakfast.
No. I'm like scouring through cabinets and stuff like that for non-perishables, and I'm like throwing them in my pack for food later. I turn around and I just pat Viola on the head. Don't you fret, Viola. We'll be back soon enough.
Do you need anything? Coins, perhaps? We appreciate you hosting us. If you need some coin, I wouldn't mind giving you some.
Well, I'd never turn it down, but his father pays me well. He sends a package at least once a month with my pay. And in exchange, I watch after his estate and whatever children he brings by. Although there hasn't been one of those in many years.
Hey, don't speak too soon. You know how Dad is, sly fox.
I do.
Is it really that bad?
I've seen it. Can be bad.
He does have a way with women, though I don't know what that way is. I mean, I'm not necessarily interested, but maybe that's why I find comfort in his employment and not in his bed.
A little salty there, Viola. You fellas ready to rock and roll? Now think about it for a second. Where's our bats?
Well, they've been let loose amongst your estate, so they've just kind of been terrorizing the horses and the fields. That one guy with the cabbages.
My cabbages!
My cabbages! Did you have to do him like that? Why? Not my cabbages!
That being said, David, as you jump off the counter and begin to walk toward the door, Lona grabs you and turns you around, holding out a jar of Alfredo.
Whoa!
It's not much, so don't use it all in one sitting.
I just slam a hug into her. Yo, you're the best.
I'll make sure he paces himself.
Don't bring pride to this name of yours.
I don't know how much more pride I can bring in. But don't worry. When I come back, I'll be the greatest hero ever. Maybe even better than Dad. You know. I give her a kiss on the forehead. Alright. Hero time. Open up the front door and just blow the whistle.
Maybe step out a little bit more so the bats don't try to charge inside the house.
Too late.
You don't think I will.
Stepper just gonna step outside and read someone's in there. Luckily that didn't change from 3.5.
I'm over there just trying to push the bats back out the door.
Or
Attila's just helping you push the rest of them back out the door. And Snooty never came in the door.
He can't fit.
No, not at all.
Hop on one of the bats and wave to Viola and say, if you see any of my siblings, tell them they can join me in the glory.
I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
please tell them not to. One David is too much already.
Unless they can actually control David. If that's the case, please bring them.
Who knows? We may need the help in the future. Never refuse it. At least when it comes for some good. From good.
Alright. Belly's full. And Bat's mounted. What's your heading?
I
Well,
think we're going to Snaga, yeah?
with a slight detour, but not really detour. It's kind of on the way.
Oh yeah, right. We gotta go to your vision place.
Yeah, it's like some general area.
I was about to say, indicate?
I don't know how to do that. You're easy.
Just home, yeah. But yeah. Somewhere's in this general area.
Oh, right there. Yeah. Do that.
Alright. As you all take off, you, for a moment, see the cabbage field and the farmer in the midst of it, just picking up what ruins there were.
Oh Lord, I'm gonna throw some coins now at him. 2 gold coins.
2 gold? Okay.
2 gold.
And you continue, y'all continue making your heading southwest. Make David, make 2 rolls for me. The first being a perception check, and the second being a history.
Perception.
Okay, that's really good and perfect. After a couple of hours flying, it's almost as if you're reliving the dream. It's so vivid in your mind. And down below, close to the water's edge, you can see this small cliff. And at the base of the cliff, an opening to a cave. Just like the one you remember.
Pointed out to my fellow travelers. There she blows.
Cave entrance.
Alright.
As you make your descent toward the cave, and you all land, you see the cave is sealed up with it's all ornately carved wooden frame structure, and a door with a brass handle.
No one touch it yet. Let me make sure there's no traps or anything around here.
Oh my god. What if it's like a Keebler elf or something? It's got cookies.
Who knows?
No. I will hold David back. No, David.
And
David, no.
Let Aldrich do his check.
I'll check for traps.
Alright.
Investigation?
You got this,
Investigation
David.
or perception.
You got this, Aldrich. I give you guidance.
Investigation. So you
Out of D4. Yeah, 22.
Nice. So you search the framework pretty thoroughly. There's nothing leading up to it. There's nothing around the door handle. In fact, you even notice that the door is unlocked.
Strange.
Okay.
It's unlocked.
In fact, there doesn't appear to be a locking mechanism. The whole thing looks perfectly fine.
Strangest door I've ever seen. No lock.
From my experience, that means it's meant to be open.
Not necessarily. Things sometimes that are locked are supposed to keep things out, but it's almost like it's inviting us in, which that's odd.
Well, not all doors are meant to keep things out. Some are just meant to keep things in.
Yes.
But if it was supposed to be something in, it would still have a lock.
Not necessarily. Depends on the door mechanism.
David, you begin to hum a familiar tune. Just one that, for the past few months has been in your ear. One you've been playing quite a bit.
Yeah.
Some might call it your favorite.
I'm gonna start to hum along and then slowly begin to play it on my flute.
Shall I open the door? No objections.
DM.
Yeah.
At least from the outside, does it seem like those doors are meant to be only open from one side?
From what you can see, you can see the hinges, and the doors open outward toward the outside, as opposed to toward the inside.
Oh, I have a bad feeling about this.
That is not good. I could cast thaumaturgy and open it magically, though maybe it could not be responsive to that, although I don't think this door is magical. I didn't sense anything like that. That might be the bad idea to open it through magic. Any objections?
Not on my side.
Right, let's back away, and then I'll cast thaumaturgy on the door and open.
Alright. The doors open. Quietly. Without sound. Inside, you can see a well-lit hallway. The interior of a cave seems detached from the idea of what you can see inside, as the walls are made of wood, the floors are carved stone with a red velvet carpet laid out in the middle, leading down into the cave.
I'm gonna push my way forward to the front of the pack, still playing my song.
Hold your horses, David.
Magical candle lights the way into the cave from candelabras that hang upon the walls.
Hold your horses, David. You should let me take the lead. Make sure there's nothing like tripwires or pressure plates. So if we trigger something, we're not locked in here.
It's just a show. There's a stage back there. There's a crowd waiting on me.
I don't get a good feeling on this.
I agree. Entering head first into a dangerous location is a bad decision. At least the last we said Stinder they're ahead to scout. She can fly inside and Stinder is already shrinking. She can fly inside, take a look. If it's safe, we go inside. If it's not safe, well, we will decide when we know.
That sounds like a good idea to me.
Fine.
Alright. After a moment, Cinder shrinks down. You send Cinder inside.
And Cinder inside, well, just standing with his eyes closed, because he's trying to at least hear what she does.
Okay. So you can see through Cinder, right?
Yes?
Okay. So as Cinder flies inward, about 200 feet into the cave and past some curves, the cavern opens up. Inside is a beautiful concert hall. There's a stage in the center. Dining tables and chairs surround it. It's empty.
Well, seems to be safe-ish. So we can go inside.
Before that, let's make sure nothing's following us, and I'll just give like a general perception check around us.
Okay.
10.
All's clear. That looks clear to you.
I don't see anything, though my eyes aren't great for this sort of thing, to be honest.
So are you party poopers done with all your safety smakey bullshit? Start skipping down the hall, playing my flute.
You know what? I'm gonna touch his flute before he runs away and cast light on it.
I'm gonna smack your hand away from my flute.
Don't touch his food. He doesn't like when people touch his food.
Are you? Who tries to stop an artist?
No F.
I wasn't trying to stop you. Wasn't trying to stop you with your flute. Just wanted to provide some light so you don't trip over your feet and break your flute accidentally.
Don't touch my flute.
Can I touch something on your person so you have some light so you can see?
Yeah, sure. And I'll pull out the pan from earlier and sort of like I'll hang it from something on my coat. Like that, bad boy.
I actually just touch your coat and make it glow.
Oh, okay. Put the pan back up.
Be at God. That's all I ask for all of us. Be at God.
Now,
Okay,
just to
I don't see
clarify,
how religion came into this, but I will be on. But I'm going to keep an eye out. I don't see how religion got into this.
Alright. So, David, you're going in?
Oh yeah,
Alright.
just jamming away, baby.
So, you
I'm gonna follow.
We're all gonna follow our numbskull friend. Right?
Yeah, we're following.
I'm sending him a message home. Now, so you all enter in and follow the hallway down. It is dimly lit all the way in. And after about 200 feet or so, you come into this large opening where the same scene, stage in the center. You have tables and chairs, and it appears to be a dining area. There's a bar up against the wall. Everything's adorned in crimson and gold.
I'm gonna skip myself right up to the stage.
In fact, let us not imagine. Let us go there.
This place looks absolutely lovely. Where do we enter at?
About where y'all are.
In the center is the stage,
Yes.
so I can hop this railing right here. Is it still playing my flute?
It's as good a map as I could make.
David, careful.
I'm just gonna completely ignore that, get to the center stage, take a huge bow.
It should be relatively safe. I hope.
Safe as you would.
I'm just gonna be moving around the stage, just keeping, looking around the area and trying to have an idea of what's going, if anything, to be a threat.
Yeah, I'm gonna go around, make sure there's not any, like, secret holes in the wall. Like any traps.
Alright.
Secret mode. I begin to play very loudly with much enthusiasm this song. Right there, that one. That's the one right there.
And
David,
David.
perception or investigation.
Oh,
The first round.
I'm also
roll
going
the
to
investigation.
roam around a bit to check what's happening. Investigation as well.
Yeah. Okay. Everything.
Oh, I have a guidance as well. I forgot about that. Investigation. And 4. 17. It's fine-ish.
Everything is looking still. In fact, nothing appears to be happening. But David, to you, you see, as you continue to play, a crowd appearing in this area, all cheering, laughing, and drinking merrily. Through the crowd as you play, you see a woman dressed in red as she makes her way, walking seemingly between people and through people, all looking at you. She doesn't take her eyes off of you, and you don't take your eyes off of her. You continue to play, almost dedicating the song to her. As this comes to a close, she walks up to the stage and climbs up to it. She looks at you and runs her fingers through your hair. Join me. Come and find me where the border used to end. Where once I slept, now I wait. for you. And she walks behind you, vanishing. As all the crowd that you see around you stop their cheering, begin to disappear. All but 7. You stand there in front of you, now surrounding you. You too will join us, says the one that stands in front of you, merely inches from your face now, as he reaches his hand out against your chest. The rest of them swarm you. Oh, they collide upon you and disappear in this dust, this smoke. As they do, Shannara, Aldrich, Zephyr, you all see as all this decoration, the stage, the tables, the lighting, vanishes. Almost as if it all collided in on David and disappears. You're now standing in an empty cavern. Above you, an opening that lets in just a little bit of sunlight. David, around your neck, you find a penny hanging.
Is everyone okay?
I think I just joined a band.
I think you have been cursed, mate.
You alright? You kind of zoned out while you're playing, then all the decorations disappeared.
Yeah, it was strange. There were people here, I think, at one point.
For clarification, did we see what happened?
Nope.
Okay.
No, we just saw decorations disappear, basically.
Yeah, it seemed like everything just kind of swarmed into where David was playing.
Gotcha. Right.
David, did they say anything? This is important.
Yeah, they want me to join their band, I think, and then my manager was there. She was pretty.
Have
She
you
wants to
met
go
this
somewhere.
person before?
Yeah, in the dream. Yeah, she was the one for the dream. The other ones weren't in the dream, though. Maybe the crowd?
Why would... Okay.
Look, there was a woman. She told me to go where a wall once stood, and now it don't stand. She waits there. There were 7 dudes. That's the band. They said I'm one of them now, and they gave me some sweet jewelry.
Okay.
Alfred, make a perception check.
Give me a second.
Okay, that sounds like you were cursed by some sort of entity.
16.
You just paste this for David. David, that's for you. Now, the rest of you, Aldrich, I'm sorry. You notice it first from behind a pillar walks a woman dressed in red. As she begins clapping,
At God, everyone. There's someone here.
bravo.
Does she look familiar?
To you? No.
She looked familiar to me.
Yes.
Is it my manager?
She Yes. You notice something strange about her eyes. While she's all dressed in red, her eyes are black and split in a way that give the appearance of several eyes in one pupil.
Hey, that's my manager.
Does she normally have multiple eyes in one eye socket?
It's kind of fuzzy. It's all strange, man. It's like a dream. Oh, wait, because it was a dream. Well,
Who are you? What did you do to David?
She's gonna walk over to David. Why, hello. It was
Howdy.
a pleasure to hear you play.
Well, thank you.
A game. You can all call me E. But I have a quest for you. Should be fairly simple. As I am told, you're all heroes of great renown.
Yeah, we are.
I need you to find me.
Well, mission accomplished. We found you.
Oh no.
You're right here.
I'm not. I'm merely an illusion. A trick of the lights. And she'll go to pick up a rock. And the rock will pass right through her hand as she does.
You say trick. Why should we trust you?
You don't need to trust me. But I have a deal for you all. I believe you've met a brother of mine. I believe he's calling himself Yara these days.
The nudge of it tried to take our bat?
Wait, that's the big evil guy. That's the big evil guy.
Oh,
That's the guy that
right.
just tried to move the stone and also brought down the wall.
Hey, you can't expect me to remember everyone.
Quite the horrific brother you have.
Yes, he does intend to kill. Or at least he does intend to try. So instead, I have a proposition for you. Free me. Before he can.
Free you? I'm like over there passing my hand like through her center, like her abdomen.
Yes, you foolish boy. Free me. It is
So-
inevitable at this point. Either you do it, or he will. And if neither of you do, eventually I will free myself. That, however, will take longer.
And if we free you, at least we screw your brother?
If you free me, you can have my gem. My stone.
I actually have a question. Occasion.
Yeah.
Did I ever get rid of the stone?
No. And I was about to bring it up. And she actually looks at you. So it's you that's holding it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So she looks at you and goes, you have what is required. Amongst all of you, the strength can be drawn. After all, the seal is weak, and it wouldn't take much.
I have a question. From my time in the temples, both temples, would I have knowledge of who this person is? As like, maybe not direct knowledge, but like, is this like something that's like some sort of specific entity that has knowledge for?
Roll a history check with advantage.
Okay. History advantage. I'm giving myself guidance because, god damn it, I need it. 23. Not 20.
Yes. So yes, you actually know exactly who is in there. And she tells you to call her E, but you know her name is Envy. And you also know she's not so much a woman, but something known as a harp spider. Half woman, half arachnid. And a musician.
Shana, you said envy, like a sin? Like the sin envy.
Is it like V Sin Envy?
Hold on one second.
Shoot from the angle.
You stupid.
His muting actually worked.
I've got side commentary going on here. Anyways. So you know that Malthus's generals, in each one encompasses some kind of emotion. In the North Barrier, there was joy. The vampire he was slain was known as anguish. While you met the rest of them, you haven't exactly known their names. But you do know that amongst the ranks, there is... Hold on, I want to make sure I give this to you correctly. There is Runa, which is love. David, you wouldn't have. Claudia would be the one who knows Runa. But there's love. There's hope. Envy, anguish, joy, and hatred. These are the emotions that were used to create the generals of Malthus. And while you've met almost all of them, I forgot you haven't met, but almost all of them, you can only pinpoint, or you've only known the names and faces of anguish, joy, and now envy.
Now, why would one want to release one of the generals of Malthus?
As I said, my release is inevitable. If you don't do it, Fierro will. And when he does come, he'll have regained his strength and be able to kill me and take my gem.
Is Fiera one of the generals?
Don't you know anything? Of course he He was the strongest amongst them.
What? Sorry. We stole one of his gem, right? One off.
Yeah, I have it.
You would just get the clarity. So the expression you weren't supposed to say it out loud.
I did not say it out loud. I said it out of character. And also this person already knows.
Yes.
He looked at me and said, "You have the tools."
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's. Never mind. Either way. Well,
It's one of Malthus's generals that has a gem. I'm assuming they know how to sense other gems.
it doesn't really matter. We're gonna have a pain in the ass and dealing with them, and we might as well just get ready.
Here's the thing.
Now,
We have bigger things to worry about this right now. We need to understand why she wants to make this deal with us.
what would you do outside? Like, what would you do once we released you?
I suppose I'd go back to my old tricks.
That
And would I know these old tricks? Because recognizing her from history.
So you know
I mean,
that
it can't be much worse than what her brother is up to.
there's an awful lot of lore involving the generals in the war. There's not so much lore about her participation in the war. All the lore that you can find on her, or did find on her, actually had more to do with how she played concerts at the many estates of the noble families of that time, and how all those concerts ended in the slaughter. But it didn't matter what side she performed on.
Now, with a name and title such as Envy, there's something you must desire that you're not telling us.
So you were able to figure out my name. Well, simply said,
You are quite famous.
right now I desire freedom. Once I have my freedom, it's not so much what I desire. I like to play on desires. After all, David, was it not your desire to play in front of hundreds of people? A crowd that adored you.
You got a point. But I'm not big into assholes, and you seem to be one of those assholes.
So, David, it's your call.
My
We're
call.
going to save her and potentially doom thousands of people, or letting her brother get her power and potentially risking him starting a war that will kill millions.
It's no good choice, David. Make sure, if we free her, she helps us.
I can assure you my brother's goal is not to start that war again.
And what would his objective be?
Why should I tell you all my secrets here? On this phone?
Because you need us, clearly, before your brother destroys you.
Make a persuasion check.
Alright.
My brother is strong, sure. But he's not all that bright. I'm pretty sure. If he does it won't be without sacrifice.
How would you give me this fame? You said I'd play on a stage in front of thousands of people. Are you gonna give that to me?
Certainly I can. I have moved in and out of the presence of many people in my life. Always welcomed to a new audience. People are just dying to hear what I have to play.
Can I do something? Can I focus on my family heirlooms and see if it's pulling me to do something?
Okay. Go for it.
DM, quick question. How long ago were they?
How long ago were who killed? Oh, were they sealed? Sealed?
Yeah.
Okay. It's been a little over 1,000 years.
It's been over 1,000 years were sealed, captured, however you want to call it. I
Imprisoned?
am imprisoned. I am not sure if anyone would even care enough to remember that you even existed.
All the better. In fact, I hope they've forgotten. Makes it that much easier to get in.
What role do you want me to make? Sorry.
Roll Arcana.
Okay.
You're not getting a strong sense one way or the other.
I'm making the
I do have-
assumption that you would hurt a lot of people.
I do have a question for you, Lady Envy.
And what would that be?
Why did your concerts always end in a slaughter?
More secrets. But this I'll tell you, as it will also answer David's question. I kill those who are most envious, and my songs attract those who are envious of me.
Is that
Is it that you attract envy or inspire?
I get it now. You were attracted to David because he was envious of his father.
I found David merely by chance. In fact, one might say, David found me.
Insight check.
Go ahead and
Also, insight check.
Go ahead and roll.
Guidance on my insight check.
Yeah, let's try insight with guidance.
Go for it. Everybody can roll.
19.
14.
Okay. As far as you can all tell, she's being honest.
David, I swear if this turns into another Sakura situation, I'm going to flip it.
I'm gonna
Hey.
walk up to David. David, we can discuss this later.
Oh, I'm curious now. What does she mean by that?
David, you might not be take. We need to recollect ourselves. Focus on the here and now before making any decisions that we might regret later.
Well, just the offer's clear. We free her and kills people, or don't free her and he kills people. And
She walks up to you, David, and puts a hand on your shoulder, Shinar, even though it's not really there. She places it almost as if she could. And her other hand, she'll put her nail on the bottom of your chin, David, and run it down your neck, down toward the pendant, and just flick it off the pendant. Though nothing moves, nothing happens. She looks you dead in the eye the whole time. Take care of this, Ruth. After all, a precious gift would be wasted if you don't. I will see y'all, I'm sure of it. One way or another, I will be free from my confines. Your chance to make a deal will come once again if you seek me out. And she fades away.
Well, we're in trouble again.
I don't like that. We need to look into some history as soon as possible.
And you also need to
slump to the floor.
Okay, David?
I guess, man. This is a big decision. We gotta, somebody's gonna die. I thought it was just, kill the bad guy, save the day.
It's not that easy. It's never that easy.
Well, damn it, somebody should make it.
You can't. You have to struggle to succeed. And some people have to die to succeed. Nothing comes without a price.
What does she mean by
Come on, David. Get up. Because, David, in all honesty, she's most likely in the temple or the last unclaimed stone is that Fierno wants. Because she said she had the stone.
So that means we need to go there either way to stop Yerno.
Yes.
If we're doing that.
Yeah, so I actually do have, if we are doing that, I have an idea.
Go for it. What's the
Is it
idea?
a good idea?
Medium idea. Release her on the premise that she helps fight Fierno. Also release her when Fierno arrives, or when Fierno arrives, so she doesn't have time to make any plans or act on any plans.
But there's no telling whether or not she will agree to that. That's what we discussed minutes ago.
The thing is, my plan is working for her own, against her own self-interest. If we are there, we're basically baiting Fiona to come. 2 stones for 1 attack. Included in that, Envy basically said Fiona would try to steal her power. So Fiona's gonna try to come after her either way.
I don't know. Here's the thing. I saw you guys fighting the Erno from the mountains. It wasn't going well. It didn't go well, quite frankly. Even with me at it, I don't think that would put us in favors of the gods. In all honesty.
Yeah, that is true. The way I see it,
As long as that Tierno has even one of the gems, we are completely outmatched.
what can these gems do?
Each one contains few hundred thousands or more elven souls to be used as batteries for magic.
Seems she is right about one way or the other. We're going to meet her again, whether we like it or not.
We don't need her, we need the stone. If only there was a way to get
Who?
the stone.
Who has the stone? Is that Shinar?
Yep,
Shinar, make an Arcana check. With
Okay.
advantage. With advantage.
give myself the guidance. Give myself some guidance.
Okay.
21.
Which color stone do you have again? Did I tell you?
I don't remember because I stole it off his neck.
Roll a d6. On a 1 and a 6, reroll.
A 4.
A 4. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Though you've never tried it, you do feel an arcane energy coming off of this stone. One that doesn't seem evil or tainted in any way. Feels natural. As natural as the wind. In fact, so natural at times you forget the stone's even there, but here and now, as you focus and ponder on it, make sure I'm sending this. You gain a little insight. Not much, but just a little insight.
I'll tell you one thing. I try to focus on my family and see if they guided me to anything like they've done in the past. I didn't feel anything one way or the other. So, I think that ultimately, like Zephyr said, the decision might be David's.
Decisions were never my strong suit.
And for the record, let me just copy this image real quick.
You're the one who wants to be a hero.
You know what? You're right. I'm gonna stand back up, puff out my chest. Let's go free this bitch.
That is what the gem y'all have looks like.
I think our best course of action right now is to free Dami Mami, deal with Fiera, and then we can deal with her after.
This is actually even some playing fields. And question,
Yes.
is there a time limit on what you sent me?
No.
Oh,
Do know that,
I can only trigger it once per day.
well, right. You can only trigger it once per day, and if you lose possession of the stone while it's triggered, the effect is gone.
Oh. So,
This
make
doesn't
sure not
require
to
a
lose
tune. Right. This doesn't require a tune. It is just an effective possessing the stone.
got it. Okay.
Have we seen the necklace on David?
It wasn't hidden.
No.
So, I suppose you could have noticed it.
I turn around, I'm like, look at this shit, guys.
What is that thing? I think... Zephyr, you should check that thing.
Oh, I checked it. It's pretty sick.
May I?
I guess. I mean,
Just let me check my spells if you have identified.
you can't
I have.
have it. The gift
Yeah,
of
yeah.
Dami Mami.
Just sit there on the floor. I need to cast identify on that thing. And it will take about 10 minutes. And he's gonna start chanting.
Yeah.
While rolling a small pearl in one of his hands.
Okay.
While you're doing that, Shimar's going to practice with his move, with the power of the stone.
I also
And
think that
fly
Soul
around.
Insider being tortured every time you use it.
would I know that that's the case?
No, I'm just messing with you. I don't know either.
Alright, I'm just flying now.
Okay. By the way,
Aldrich.
y'all are all still in the cavern.
Yeah.
I know. We're just flying around the cavern where it's safe and no one can see us flying around.
We'll be oiling.
Aldrich,
Yes. Yes, Shana.
jump up.
Sure. Why?
Just do it.
I'll jump.
You're flying now too.
Interesting. What did you do?
I can grant people the ability to fly.
I can do that too.
Without having to focus on it.
This
Big shot.
This is useful.
And and the thing is, they're busy with something, but I can give it to multiple people.
Beat fancy pants over here.
Good. Seems like we should use it in case of emergencies.
Or practice.
Yes, that too. That doesn't hurt.
Yeah, considering Pierre knows able to fly. Having some knowledge on full directionality combat or three-dimensional combat would be beneficial.
You're not wrong. I've never fought in there, not that I remember. No, it may have been that one time. Either way, it's quite useful.
Zephyr, can I move now?
If it's been over 10 minutes, yeah. DM, what does that thing do?
Well,
Blows up the world.
that is known as the pendant of ghostly song. When attuned with the bard, the user can play music for 1 hour and will be granted temporary hit points until the next dawn.
Well,
Alternatively, if the bard dies while wearing this pendant, they become bound to the pendant like the previous ghost.
so do you want bad news, good news, or just news?
Ain't no bad news for Judy.
When you die, your soul's going to be trapped in the amulet.
So you're telling me I'll become a dope piece of jewelry?
You become a slave to the
That's what it is.
collar. Yes, to that necklace. On the upside, if you play it for 1 hour every day, it will make you tougher. Form some sort of music-based barrier around you to absorb some damage. So it's not bad.
That's the part we're going to focus on, okay? Not the enslavement part.
You can see Aldrich just rubbing his forehead. That's
That's
So-
David. We'll get used to it.
You're a magic-y, wagic-y kind of person. What is enslaved to in a necklace in detail? Like, if I do kick you.
Basically, your soul's gonna be stuck there.
Oh.
Yeah, no bringing you back to life, no reincarnation, being reborn at a later date, no going to afterlife, and you're literally just there to serve as a battery for the next person that's going to wear the necklace.
I don't know if you've heard of liches, but it's like a phylactery almost.
Just without the
Yeah.
fact of being able to walk around after.
And all I have to do is not die? Easy.
Yeah. Also,
I mean, it's technically
It's not
an
that-
attunement-based spell, so a spell-like item, so you can technically just throw it away when you decide you no longer want it.
So I don't have to wear it?
No, of course not.
But it looks cool, and it makes me tougher.
If you play for 1 hour a day.
I'm going to lift up my flute and start playing a jazzy song.
Of course you will. You need to attune it first. That means you need to wear it for 10 minutes. Well, technically meditate on it for a period of roughly 1 hour to 24 hours, depending on the item. How long you'll have to wait for this, I don't know.
how long have you been wearing this amulet?
He's been wearing the amulet since the furniture disappeared.
Like 20 minutes max.
Alright. So,
Let's get out of here. I'm gonna cast light on myself so I could see our way out. And let me take the lead to make sure there's nothing no funny business that happened while the lights went out.
Go get it, Chief.
yeah. I am just floating behind Aldrich.
You're not
Can you
impressive.
be able to fly?
And I'll just check for traps on our way out. Just make sure nothing funny happened.
Alright. In fact, not only are there no traps, there's no red carpet, there's no candelabras, there's no carved stone floor, no wooden walls. It's hard. It doesn't even look like the same passageway that y'all took to get in here.
Jordan, really, what the hell?
It's like we stepped into a different portal almost.
As you exit the cave, the doorway that you took to get in, the door that you walked through is gone. All the wood carving that closed up the mouth of the cave is gone. Nothing is there at all, and almost as if it never was.
I get the suspicion all of that was due to envy. Like a one huge illusion.
You think?
It's a guess.
I did like the atmosphere, though. Not gonna lie.
I'm suspicious of it, as you could already tell. But I'm suspicious of everything. Comes with the job.
Well, boys, what's our next stop?
It's
Right
It's not-
now, you're the leader of the group. You choose. Do we go finish delivery, or do you want to try and rescue her?
Remind me, was there a sort of a time limit on delivering this stupid letter?
Not exactly. I mean, if anything, y'all are a little ahead of schedule, as most people cannot travel that fast. So,
Well,
How fast are the giant bats?
oh, they're entirely too fast.
I cannot currently outfly the bats.
Let's see.
We have no way of doing it.
The flight speed is 50 feet per movement.
Right. So the bats can travel 300,000 feet per hour.
speed of light, baby.
Feet per hour.
Right.
So divided by 600 for 60 minutes, and then to get 36 seconds. Okay, they are 10 times faster than me.
I'm sorry. They go 50 feet per 6 seconds. I'm sorry.
Okay,
I added a 0. It's 30,000 feet per hour.
I am at the same speed as the bats.
Yes, they are entirely too fast, and that's not at a dash. That's at a casual movement speed.
Yeah,
Ender is a
that's
bit on
what
the
I'm
slow
at.
side, but she cannot get tired, so
Which is about, it's a little more than 5.5 miles per hour. So on an 8-hour travel day, that's over 60 miles they can travel.
I don't need the bats. I can just slide that.
Don't say that too loud. The bats will hear you.
So,
I-
let me move this. I don't remember. Okay, there it is. So y'all are. I can't move it. Hold on.
Big dot.
Little dot.
I have a suggestion. We have to go to Snaga. Yes. While we're there, here's the
We
suggestion.
have to go to Naga.
We go hopefully find a library and do some research on Lady Envy, and maybe we can
You know.
figure out some of her motives.
Also, research on Pierno and what the rest of these stones can do.
We don't know exactly where Envy is. We know a vague, like, cryptic message. And we
That's
don't know when
also-
Fierre's going to show there.
Yeah, she said that she was at the end of where the wall was.
There's lots of ends to the wall.
But what's the wall that's associated with the stone?
The giant magical barrier that covers the continent.
Covered.
That was strictly
That covers the continent.
Right. So let me just clarify. So y'all are all aware, as it's pretty common knowledge, that there are. Actually, it's not common knowledge about the gems. But y'all are aware about the barrier, and for those of you who spent the 2 weeks in the mountains with access to the library and everything, y'all would know that on the other side of the barrier from where Joy was, there's another gem that is also being guarded, safeguarded, and protected. Now, you were told specifically about Snaga as more of a hint, and then directed there in regards to delivering that letter. Now, from where y'all are with your current travel speed, you can get to Bald by the end of the day, because you've already gone about 20 miles. So you got about another 40 miles worth of travel in one day, and then from there it'll take you about 4 hours of flying to get to Snaga.
Alright.
A little less than 4 hours. But yeah.
So the assumption is Envy is at yonder end of wall from where we came from.
Right. Which y'all know dead ends at the ocean.
And Snaga, I guess, isn't too far out the way.
It also would have actual information on what's actually there.
Again, you mentioned something about Snaza, something that I remember it being slightly worrying, but I cannot recall.
We have to mind our manners.
Yeah, women run the show down there.
Patriarchy.
Yes, it is. So the Yara Kingdom in general, not just Snaga, the Yara Kingdom in general is a matriarchy.
No,
But-
that's okay. You mentioned something else, but I cannot remember.
Well, they are known for their fierceness in battle.
Wait a minute. Matriarchy? Fierce women? You're talking about a whole kingdom full of dummy mamas.
Essentially,
And if I remember right, the leader of at least Snaga is a Goliath as well.
One of. So,
One.
well, so the Yara Kingdom is ran by a council of women, all of whom are different races and of different caliber.
Gotcha. Okay, so then, correction. One of the women.
And different ages. They range from 13 to about 120. At least.
or more if they're elves.
Well, some are. Y'all know a little bit about them because there's quite a bit that's common knowledge.
No, my mind is made up. I'm hopping on Attila. I'm going to Snaga. But if I get in trouble, It's on you guys. Just saying.
Sure. Let's,
Way to take responsibility. I love it.
let's make a stop at Balwick, since that's as far as we could go, and then go to Snaga.
Yeah.
I've never been to Bollock.
Sure.
Okay.
We're done.
Alright, so it's a fairly pleasant ride. Anybody make somebody, I don't care who, make a perception check.
I'll take that.
I'll poop you with guidance.
That's a 1d4?
Yep.
Okay. You notice up in the northern area as you're traveling along across the river, you notice just north there seems to be a pretty heavy storm brewing, but it doesn't seem like it's moving in your direction. In fact, onward is pretty clear skies. As you make it to Balwick, it's a pretty small village. It seems to circle around a well with a cliff just on the outside of the village. Farmland seems to separate the village from the rest of the world. But you land. There's not very many tall buildings. There is one that seems bigger than the rest, with a sign on it, the Amethyst Serenade.
I like both of those things. Let's go to that building.
Hey, you get the name.
The exterior of the inn has these really graceful arches, delicate mosaics depicting powerful females, with amethyst vines that wind their way around the door frame. Beautiful wooden sign, hand carved, just kind of dangling in front, with these beautiful purple flowers that are currently closed up. As you go through the door, you do see a couple of women standing in the back. They appear to be human. One of which is currently reading a book, while the other one is counting a money drawer. There doesn't seem to be much patronage going on right now.
Good evening, citizens of Balwick. Might I inquire about this establishment?
I will. I do have something I'd like to do. I will put on a feminine accent or tone. I'm so sorry about him. He's a bit touched in the head with his guard. And somebody makes the jokes and music. Do you know where I could find some rooms?
Make a deception check.
Oh, this is so scary. 16.
16?
Hey.
Alright.
Dragonborns are not very
I-
visually distinctive.
I knew exactly what you were going for. I was just trying to see if your voice was playing was convincing enough.
No,
The one who's reading the book looks up. She spits off to the side. Keep your servants away from my counter. And she kind of bats at you, David, a little bit with her book as she sweeps away where you were leaning up on the counter.
alright.
Shinar,
You too. Pull him back.
I just gently pull David back. Let Shinar handle this.
Come on, David.
And I whisper to Shinar, can you ask for a leather worker? I need to see if I can grab something.
You will speak when you are spoken to. And I
Use
will
psychic whisper. You're pushing it.
what I wanted you to do in the first place, and that's why I said speak spoken to. Wasn't trying to be rude. I think that all makes myself happy.
Yes, ma'am.
We have rooms available, sure. The question is it going to be just you sleeping in them, or are they coming with you?
Unfortunately, I don't trust him to not run off and do some shenanigans.
We have an
I let him
excellent
alone.
pen. It's guarded day and night.
No. Like, I prefer to keep an eye on them. Personally.
Master, the pets outside.
Oh. Yes. I do have need for petting of our transport. Large bats, which can fly very long distances.
All of which are female.
This is true.
Alright?
Ma'am, don't forget about that leather work you need. Can you ask about, Leatherman?
That is true. Thank you. Now, I need someone that is skilled with leatherworking. My guard here, and I take Aldrich's face as big and tall and sturdy as you. I kinda need him alive to do his job.
Well, unfortunately, you're out of luck. After all, how do you expect to find any craftsmen this close to Snaga a day before the Strength Festival? They'll all be down there. Why do you think it's so empty in here? I imagine you were already taking yourself there. Are you going to participate? Or are you going to have your servants fight in the ring?
I'm gonna
Well,
perk up.
Yeah, what do you need to roll to understand what they're talking about?
History, but I would give you disadvantage as you're not a resident of this kingdom.
I know. Disadvantage, history with guidance. Yet, guidance is an absolute bullshit, and I love it.
Go for it. 11?
Okay, did it roll?
You have no
11.
fucking idea.
Well, the strength festival is a very interesting idea. This is actually the first time I actually had the opportunity to travel with Naga. So, well, maybe I may want to partake at some point, if off the cuff. I want to be able to enjoy the city as a whole, its full liveliness, or abundance of it, with the tournament, with the festival.
Suit yourself. I'll be making my way down there in the morning. Now, if you're gonna stay here for the night, feel free. But you gotta be gone first thing.
Understood.
That being said, it's going to cost you 3 silver to stay the night. And that's going to cost them 1 gold each.
I put down 2.
I'll offer to stay in the pen with the bats if you answer one question. Will there be a musical performance at this festival?
I will cuff David. Just, I said speak when spoken to.
Sorry.
I understand your attentiveness with music.
Will
Still,
there be music? Of course there'll be music. After all, Camilla is very known for musical talents.
Like I said, I'll be in the pen with the animals. Correct. I mean, watching them.
keep an eye on that. Don't you, darling? You little. Darling little Patrick, you are. And I'm using the same move that Envy was using on David.
I'm disgusted thoroughly, but I will leave.
Alright. So,
And I will have Ulrich,
Yes?
put my shit. Were we paid before this in the time I've been here? Because I have not heard anything about payment, and I have not gotten gold.
I put down 2 gold. Here's another for the lady, plus tip. I put it down another gold.
Yes. Thank you. He's quite a good coin purse.
In your head, you hear me just snarl at you.
Or the bit.
I understand. You're pushing it.
well, very well. Go, here's the key of, really, you have your pick of the house. So, down at the end of the hall, you'll find the biggest room you have, with all the guests you have staying with you. I figured you would need it. There'll be no breakfast in the morning, as again I told you, I will be leaving as well, promptly, which means I will be waking you up if you yourself cannot find yourself out of these doors by sunrise.
Understood. Have a wonderful evening, and enjoy the festival. I don't see you there.
And you as well. I'm sure you will see me there. I myself plan to enter the arm wrestling ring. I hear Na will be making an appearance. And I myself think I can take him.
Alright. And come on then.
I'm gonna follow.
Alright.
After he's falling, he still wears his mask, so he can't even see.
Oh,
So he might be a bit vicious.
looks like the genteel giant bit's not going to work here.
It could be worse.
not bad. It's just, I didn't expect that.
There
That's-
are
It's off the top.
I'm gonna disconnect the whisper in our heads so you don't hear my thoughts. Well, shall we get some rest? I was really hoping to get some leather work done. That's unfortunate. Guess I'll have to try in the main city.
All right.
Yeah.
Is there anything anybody wants to do before y'all go to sleep?
Out in the pins, between my actor's feet, what costumes I have on hand, and the sky self, I'm going to practice my absolute best, most seductive female sky.
Okay. And how long are you going to spend practicing?
Probably, what time is it now? When we get there?
I'd say it's just after sundown, probably about 8 o'clock.
4 hours. We'll take it to midnight.
Fair enough. You'll go ahead and you'll have advantage on your persuasion rolls while in that dress. But anyways,
put on a veil. Hey, he covers his face, he just might pass as a woman. And keeps his voice acting on the sufficiently high level.
Seems that you and I, Zephyr, stand out like a sore thumb here.
I'm a monk.
No, me mostly. Seems.
I'm a monk, I'm a healer, dressed by my mask, and he shows the mark of his temple. They probably know who I am, and it does carry some quote-unquote respect, mostly when they need somebody to patch them up.
So I guess I act as a bodyguard for you, Shinar, for the time being while we're here.
That's why we're in town for the chat. After that, we can probably shift things around with David's doing. He's doing some needlework, he might be able to actually make a disguise for himself as well as firm up my persona. And then you could be David's guard.
Whatever works.
Zephyr, you don't really. I don't think you might use this, guys. Just work on your voice a little bit.
I don't bear
Say
this
yourself back.
being a monk, and from my temple has its advantages. Nobody wants to have a fist of healer, especially when it comes to that they need to. Well, if you need that healer to heal,
Yes, but the
So-
thing is,
it may not be pleasant towards me, but I won't have problem.
well,
Besides,
not
my
complicated.
my ability to. He would kind of point out the fact that he's still. It's kind of difficult to mask this physiology. I'm not saying it to be arrogant, I'm just saying it because it's a pleasant fact.
You got rich.
He's not bulky, but he's rich. And generally wearing a lot of clothes tends to be rather unpleasant. For
Yeah,
me.
I'm not saying change your clothes. Just use a more feminine inflection in your voice with your mask on as well. And your physique being, well, muscular, you could just be, and with all your robes, you could just be a cloaked healer. They don't have to know you're gentle. Just
Well, it seems this place, they respect all types of women, so there must be some pretty powerful women, as they implied, so muscles probably are pretty common on a feminine figure here.
yes. Actually, are you attached to your beard?
Quite. I'm quite attached to my goatee, thank you very much.
Or would you be against wearing a veil that covered the lower half of your face?
I don't think it's gonna work for me. I'm a giant. Us giants, males at least, tend to have pretty distinct features that give us away as males. Or Goliath, sorry, not giant. Two half same coins sort of deal sometimes in mystique. No, it's fine. I could act as a bodyguard. That's not a big deal. I could even talk in a different language, maybe pretend that I don't understand this.
What I was gonna get at was, if you wore, if you pretended to be mute, wore a veil, or concealing clothes, and maybe a concealing cloak, and maybe let your hair down, you could pretend to be a woman that was a. You could also pretend to be a woman.
It could work. I'll just be a bodyguard. Let's make it easy. Don't need to complicate things too much.
Plus, we don't know how they will react if they discover that you're pretending to be a woman.
That too.
Dragonborn can pass up quite easily because there is not much distinction between two genders, but the rest of us, there's a problem.
I'll be honest, Shana. I'm not the acting type. I'm persuasive and deceptive, but my assets lie in that persuasive and deceptiveness. I could pull it off, but really, let's just leave it easy. A bodyguard's easy enough. I don't have to say much. You just ordered me around.
I will try to be respectful of your time and patience. I apologize for today.
Yeah, it's nothing that I haven't heard before. To bed, I guess.
I'm going to go to bed and try to wake up before first dawn so he doesn't see anything that would not indicate me as female.
Alright. You all find rest easily enough.
Or before we rest, I would ask Aldrich to check on David and ask, basically, make sure he's doing alright, and then mentally, or then just say, mentally connect with David and have him make some more if he can make disguises as well.
Yeah, I don't think that's necessary. I could just whisper it to him. He's still outside after all.
Okay.
David is not here. Only Daniela.
I'm Shana.
Daniela?
Yes.
Daniela, could you make a second dress?
I'm not a bloody seamstress. But I'll try my best.
Go ahead.
And
Let me get you to roll for it. Let's do dexterity.
can I do this? Can I do this then?
Whoever's making the dress.
Or I'll ask for supplies to make the dress then.
Oh, you want to make it?
I'll
Me?
make it.
You need to make up your mind.
Meanwhile, you're making the dress. Do you know how long it takes a Goliath to grow a beard? Real long.
Okay, so I'm gonna make the dress and myself guidance while doing it. Shit. That's 9 plus. So it's a 12.
It's a dress. It may not be the most stunning dress there is, but it is effectively a dress.
Yep.
And I'll say that keeps you up to about the same, up to about midnight.
Okay. Can I... If I include my skill at calligraphy to basically act in sort of making patterns on it, could I have a proficiency bonus of 3 to it?
No, not in this instance, I wouldn't say.
Alright. Yep, just wanted to go for it. Alright then.
I appreciate the try.
Master Shana, Master Daniela, shall we go?
Well,
Yes. Or let's not do the Daniela yet, because she doesn't know Daniela. She knows David.
Right.
so
So we'll fly out in 3 hours, so we're an hour and out from Snaga,
Somewhere remote.
and then start working on putting on disguises.
Yeah, that.
but before y'all wake up, before y'all leave, Aldrich,
Yes.
in your slumber, you dream of this woman, Envy. You see her prison. It's underground. It's dark. No light shines from the crystal that contains her. But you see yourself there. Your tools, your weapons in hand. They vibrate with anxiousness. You wake up.
I'm just gonna gasp like, what the hell?
As you do wake up in your gasp, you find yourself holding your weapons. They're still. They're in your hand.
Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Should have done something there. Fuck. I tried my best to get back to sleep.
Okay. Well, it's about time for you to wake up. It's about time.
Alright, then I start with one up. Then, Zephyr and, Shinar, you could tell probably that Aldrich's a little anxious for whatever reason when he's waking you up.
Zephyr up as its first light of the dawn.
So we were
So you-
gonna get up on the leave anyway, so
So he probably even heard you waking up.
Okay.
As you all
I
gather,
put on my
Good.
I put on my dress.
As you all gather your things and put on your disguises and begin to head out, you can hear the clutter and clamoring of your host or hostess as she's bringing bags and pots and pans and barrels to the front of the building, loading them all onto a cart. I trust you found sleep well enough.
Yeah, it was fun.
Excellent.
Now, have a safe trip.
And you as well. If you don't mind, she kind of gestures for you to move out of the doorway as she slams it behind you and draws a rune across the door with her finger. All the lights that just seem to come from nowhere dim, and the place just looks that much darker. Even in the pale light from the rising sun, it's just that much dimmer. Nobody will be getting into that. Now, I will be on my way. Hope to see you there. Safe travels. I believe you said you had a bride, right? Bats, was it?
Yeah.
A word of advice when flying. Fly low when you approach the city. I know you said it was your first time gonna be going there. If you're flying too high, they will shoot you down. So fly low, about 50 feet off of the ground at the highest, and be prepared to land where they tell you to.
Thank you again, man.
Not a problem, and jumps up on the horse and pulls at the reins and begins making her journey south.
Master, your mount is ready. Just
Thank
towards
you,
the back.
dude.
I have something to tell you once we land.
Alright, so we'll fly out for until we're an hour away from Sonata, then land and get on any further disguises.
Yes, Master.
Yes, but Master.
Alright. So,
This is gonna be awkward
I know, right?
for a few days.
that'll put you right about there. And
If she's not here, we could have used our necromancer.
Right?
Yep.
yeah.
And have an actual woman leading.
Next session, next session.
Yes, quite possible. That being said, y'all adorn your disguises and continue onward to Sanaga.
I was gonna make a point of no before we head off. I'm gonna let them know what I dreamed of. I had a dream. I think you saw me wake up, Zephyr. Zod, who's a one of envy. Saw her in the prison. Underground, no lights, and a crystal not emitting anything. I was in front of it with my weapons. It's like I was prepared to do something, but didn't act. This dream's happened to me before, similar with the Erno, but yeah, it's weird.
She's in your head. Like tapping my forehead.
I don't think so. I think Destiny's calling me again.
Why is everybody so obsessed with destiny?
You can't escape it, Zephyr. It calls us, beckons us, draws us to our final destination.
I didn't believe in destiny for the longest time, but these things kept pulling me, and one way or another, once I started to follow, things started to make more sense. So that's what I believe now.
You gotta believe in destiny, Zephyr.
No.
It's unfortunate. It's what guides us all. Me, myself, I strongly believe it. In fact, I fall willingly into it.
Oh, I thought I'd let you all know what I saw in my dream.
The way I see it, if fate exists, if fate or destiny exists, it's gonna happen whether we acknowledge its existence or not. So I don't focus on that aspect. I'll make my choices, and if it was something I was intended to do, it will happen. If it wasn't, it won't. But I'm not gonna get bogged down by destiny or prophecy.
I myself don't believe in fate. I do believe in destiny, but destiny is not something that guides us. It's the final goal, something we walk towards.
It could be why I did nothing in my dream, because I have to make the choice what to do about envy and really the Erno.
You said you've had this before?
Similar dream. Not this one.
Well, Aldrich Path. I'll follow you to the end of the earth chasing this dream.
Well, let's hope it's not to the end of the earth.
But
Alright, I'm your bodyguard for now. I'll do as I'm told.
You may actually want to be Daniela's bodyguard, now that David has a disguise, just to keep Daniela out of trouble that may expose her to the secrets.
which, by the way, let me add that my disguise comes with jiggle physics. Just throwing that out there. I didn't skip on the disguise.
I'm going to have to make a concerted effort not calling you son. Definitely not calling you daughter, because I have a daughter. So, what would you prefer me to call you by?
Just call me Master Song.
Oh, Daniela Son.
Daniela Psalms Jr.
Not Psalm. I wouldn't say Psalms. I would say Son. Like the last name is Son. S-U-N.
Then, I can't run off the Psalms. I'm trying to. Sort of ruins the whole gig.
Well, I'm trying to make it so you can have it as a stage name. What I'm trying to do is get Aldrich not to get screwed up saying son and outing you as a man.
Don't worry, I will talk when needed to.
Just call me Master Daniela. The greatest hero that ever existed.
Not that hard.
I'm going to throw him through the window. I'm gonna build a house, fix a window, and throw him through a window too size and too small.
Wait, Zephyr. Is
Wow.
Zephyr donning a disguise too?
No, I'm not wearing a disguise.
So are you gender bending? How we do?
I'm a monk from a temple that's well known for healing others.
A female monk.
A male monk. I may not be treated with some great deal of respect, but I will not be harassed either. Usually.
Question, Asian.
Yes.
Because, just looking at the map, most of the Yara Kingdom, including Naga, like, where in, like, would they have known about this temple that would have possibly been on the other side of the barrier?
Are you talking about the one in the north? Or the one that's in the Yara Kingdom?
No, I'm talking about, Zephyr's original temple.
No, with Zephyr's temple. No.
Would the people of the Yara Kingdom know about his order of monks?
Yes. The order of so his order of monks, yes, because their presence takes place greatly during war times, helping
War times, plagues, you name it, they're there.
the Yara Kingdom specifically being a warring country. While they don't typically take sides in wars, they are brutal when they do participate. Which, if you notice, they've taken sections well past the boundary, well past the border, while the border was still in place. Whereas the Creator Dynasty and the Illidan Empire, though they did war a few times, most of where the Creator Dynasty remains, it past the border, is on treaty more than anything.
Okay.
And now that wall's gone, so we'll just keep it there for reference. Alright. So y'all got y'all's plan figured out?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So as you come flying in toward the Snaga Kingdom, remembering the warning that you were given back in Bali, you come in flying quite low, and you see exactly why. Flying overhead appears to be several, not quite young dragons, but very large ribbons on their way to becoming young dragons. And they appear to be circling the border of the Snog Empire, accompanied with riders. As you approach the gate, one or two individuals come flying up without the assistance of magical creatures, and they beckon you to follow them to a stable type area where people are registering their creatures and allowing them to be stored while they're there. Some are bringing in creatures that are for sale. Some are riding these creatures. You see one older looking lady dismount a unicorn. You see, while there are several horses, another individual is currently trying to fight a Pegasus by pulling it through a gate, not realizing that the Pegasus will be more stubborn the harder they pull. So, but you're guided to the registry, and there they ask, will you be registering your bats with us today, or we can certainly take care of them while you're here? Or are they for sale?
I'm gonna take the lead. I'm gonna take the lead of the story. No, Lord and me. No, these right here. They're our mounts. We need them well taken care of. My name is Daniela Psalms. I'm just wondering what's the best way of taking care of these creatures? They're very delicate.
Why, of course. We will certainly have fine and stable boys looking after them.
Boys?
Why, of course. Tending to the animals is a man's job.
Well, you make sure you let them know that these are very special creatures to me. Okay?
We'll be sure to take care of them. Now, you have quite a few of them, and one very, very large. How long will you be staying in?
I don't think we need a huge amount of time, because we're just dropping off the letter and also doing some research.
So, 2-3 days, maybe?
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, it'll be
Something
five.
like that.
It'll be 5 silver a day. So, 15 silver.
Servant.
Yes. I'll pay 15 silver.
And you see she writes down Daniela song and 4 bats, 3 days paid. And turns and looks. You see to it that these are taken care of. Make sure they are put away from the dragon eggs. I get the feeling that one will eat one. She looks at Cosmo.
While we're on the topic, I'll take a gold out and slide it off there. Make sure they're well fed.
Of course. Anything for you, Daniela. Please enjoy the festival in our beautiful city while you're here. And she waves you toward the front entrance gate where you see just people piling into the city. Not just women, men too. And not all the men appear to be servants either. Many of them appear to be just like they would be in any other nation.
Or for any other opportunity to compete.
You see there are several banners. There are a couple banners as you walk through the main gates into the city, and just kind of repeat this mantra of the virtues of the assembly. And you see honor among women. A strong body is a strong nation. Honesty. And never turn your back on the enemy. Each on a separate banner as you walk into the city. The city is just a cultural extravaganza. You've never seen a place more diverse in your entire life. The sights, sounds, the smell of various cuisines, the sound of traditional music performances and live theater being performed as you walk through the city streets. Several vendors from all over have come and set up stands that line the roads for this festival. You see children running around with sparklers, some with little wands that with a flick can make bubbles appear, or another one with a flick turns makes another child start clucking like a chicken. And they're just gimmicks, but they're entertaining. The children are running around the street with them. You see floats cross your path down one street. Each 7 of them, in fact, each one in the shape of one of the assembly council members. While you're not sure who is who, you do see a giant, a gnome, a young dragon boy, a tiefling, a human, a young halfling, and an elf. Go ahead and make a perception check, somebody.
May I try?
Sure.
Go for it.
With guidance. Why did it turn this to keep it on? And guidance, either 15 or 20.
It's going to be the 20. I always take that first one. So, that being said, Zephyr, you notice it first, and maybe just because you're paying more attention to it. But you hear somebody yelling for people to come and sign up for an arm wrestling competition. Winners get to challenge Nah.
No. Now that's an interesting name.
But, as you know, is the person you're supposed to meet with this letter.
Oh, shit.
Well, looks like I'm entering an arm wrestling contest.
You gotta win the arm wrestling contest.
Seems I don't have to act too much of a bodyguard, so I can't join that. I'm not as strong as I look. Not very strong, so I'm out on that.
Alright.
I'm not competing. I am decently built, but I am not strong.
My talents obviously lie elsewhere.
I mean, technically, if I can offer my services as a healer in case of an injury, but I doubt that will happen with a simple arm wrestling competition. By the way, DM, are there any competitions where there are people actually comparing their ability to fight?
Ah, glad you asked.
Because in that case, I would probably have to go there.
So on the back of that announcement, you also hear them announcing a tug of war, where you can go team versus team in a showcase of strength and teamwork. The winning team gets to compete in the arena. You hear of a hammer throw with a grand prize of 500 gold pieces. A weightlifting challenge with a grand prize of 100 gold. Target archery with a grand prize of 100 gold. Axe throwing, another grand prize of 100 gold. And boulder rolling with that grand prize of 500 gold. Along with
By the gods, no wonder my master wanted me, warned me that coming here would be a nightmare.
This is the Festival of Strength. That being said, there are several booths that line the streets. You see booths that are selling potions. Some are smithing. Some are trying to tell fortunes. There's even a ring toss for the children. A strongman's test, where you can test your strength and win prizes by competing in various activities, like lifting a mighty hammer. Some say only the strongest can lift it.
Oh god. If you'll give me a moment, I need to see a leather worker. I'm trying to get something. So, give me a minute, please.
And go ahead and roll a perception or investigation. Either
24.
easily enough. Just like the rest of the vendors, they're lining the streets, trying to sell off, their latest and greatest workings.
Hello, sir. Oh, ma'am. Actually, I don't know. Hello.
In this case, you do walk up to a man who is currently trying to sell a piece of leather bag. Not a piece of leather. A leather bag that he handcrafted, and he claims can hold almost endless supply of materials.
Handy. Sir, I'm looking for something particular. You might not have it, but if not, I could just use this for a later resource. I'm looking for something to help me, aid me seeing at night. You might not be the best fit for that sort of thing. If not, just a pair of leather goggles.
Leather goggles I can do. Ones that help you see at night. While I don't have some on hand, I do know how to make them.
Interesting. How much?
Is it all you're gonna buy?
What else do you got?
Well, aside from this bag, he starts showing you leather belts that he made that are perfect for holding potions. Some straps that can wield a great sword and go over your shoulder to hold it on, to affix it to your back. Wand pouches that'll fit discreetly into the inner sides of any jacket. It's a lot of leather knickknacks that you either needed it or you did it, but either way, you wasn't looking for it.
Gotcha.
Aside from the bag, which is one of the is probably a more useful item.
Yeah,
but he just hasn't sold.
How much is that bag, out of curiosity?
The bag will run you about 50, but if you buy the bag and the guns, I'll charge you 70 for the lot.
75 gold?
Sure, 75 sounds great.
I'm gonna read him what he means by 75.
Well, because he said 70 and then you said 75.
Oh. Oh, shit. That's my brain being not there.
Gotcha.
Don't worry, it would be much worse.
I know. Sorry, did I say 75 and then 70? Slip of the tongue.
I'm gonna let it slide this time. But yes, 70 gold, and it's yours.
75 it is. Slipping the 5 extra.
75.
Whoa. I'm gonna come in up behind. I see my servants wasting my money again.
Daniel, he went on his own.
Oh, did he? Okay,
Yeah,
fair enough. I'm sorry.
He'll tell you to hold your gold until you come back, and to come back later that evening. He'll have the guns.
Appreciate the business, sir.
Oh, I appreciate it more. Even in this town, it's kind of hard to get a sale now and then. I'm so eager to see now. Not only now. It's just... I want to see Camilla play.
Camilla?
Yeah, she's another one of his, and I can tell you're not from around the parts, but several of them. Each one a little more particular in their way. Camilla's the most recent one. She won her position the way most of them have. The assembly's not a vote your way in. It's a, if you beat me, you get the position. Camilla is the second youngest to to win her way in. And she did so without using a sword or any blade. Merely her voice. She sang and won. I gotta hear what music can she sing? Can she produce? It's worth giving up a throne.
Sounds quite interesting. How about the others, if you don't mind?
Well, the one who's held the position the longest would be Eskin, but she's an elf. What did you expect? She's the oldest amongst all of them. Eden, halfling, 13 years old now. She won her position with a good strike from behind. It was a noble fight, but I wouldn't turn your back on him. Arya, 20, human, won hers in a sword competition at a Strength Festival maybe 3 years ago. And you have Abigail, tiefling, actually bought her way in. Swindled, I should say. It's amazing what people will sell. My question is, what was the trade? Rhea is a gnome, 20 years old. She would be the third newest, but she's still. Well, it's unclear how she gained her position. We just know she did. But Na has been there since the previous one. She single-handedly won her position without killing her predecessor. Some would say she's the strongest amongst them. But strength in the body isn't the only way to win your spot in the assembly.
Sometimes it's your wit.
Many times it's the strength of the mind that matters the most.
Believe me, I understand that. Thank you for the information.
Anytime. Now, I've got to shut down for a minute to go find the materials I need for you, but I'll be back if you meet me around here either tomorrow or later this evening. I'll have it, but it doesn't take very long to make.
I'll make sure to visit you in the evening. Thank you.
Excellent.
Aldrich's the name, by the way.
Thank you. Grimly is mine.
Good to meet you, Grimly. See you later. I'll be off to visit back to the party.
He claps his hands, and everything just kind of folds in on itself and into the bag that he's trying to sell. And he throws it over his shoulder and walks away.